Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Kel Stitches. I'm Kelly and this is a place where I talk about my addiction to cross stitch. Today is Monday, 6th of March 2023 and this is Flosstube number 23. It is about 9:45 in the morning here in Australia. I thought I'd get this done early before we reached our top temperatures today of about 34 degrees Celsius, and I became a hot, sweaty mess. And no one wants to see that. I would just like to thank all of my viewers and subscribers. If you are a returning viewer, thank you very much for coming back and watching me every fortnight or every time I put a video up. And if you are a new subscriber, thank you very much for coming over and checking out what I have to show you. I hope that you continue to enjoy my content. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that little bell and it will notify you of whenever I put up a new video. So today I am going to show you the progress that I have made on my whips in the last 2 weeks. So let's get straight into it. The first one that I worked on was Protector by Pain Free Crafts, and the artwork is by Katie Lipscomb. So that is what it will look like when it is finished. And put a picture up of what it looked like before, and this is where I'm up to now. So I worked on this for 2 days and I got 1100 stitches into it. It is being stitched 2/1 full cross on 18 count? 16 count hand dyed Ada that I dyed myself. So what I am doing is I am going to eliminate all of this white creamy background and just stitch the wolves. So that's why it is on the green fabric. So yeah, that is where I'm up to with it. As you can see, the little woofy face is starting to come through. We've got an eye peering at us there, and the start of the nose and the mouth here. Colours in this are stunning. There is, I think, another 2. I think there's another 2 similar to the same style as this that I want to stitch. I've already got the fabric dyed for it. I dyed the fabric all at the same time, so they were all the same colour. All right, the next one that I stitched on was this one, Mini Shaman, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and the artwork is by Laurie Prindle. That is what it will look like when it is finished. And I'll put a picture up of what it looked like before. And this is what it looks like now. So I worked on this for 2 days and I got 1,300 stitches into it. And it's coming along nicely. From the looks of it, I am working in this section here, in this part here, with the a feather and that. So I think that might be the feather in there, coming through in there, but it is, I haven't hit any major confetti on this yet. And so hopefully I don't, might be some confetti once I get up into the feathers in the mane and stuff. But yeah, this is being stitched on 16 count Ada, and it is being stitched 2 over 1 full cross. So that is that one. The next one that I worked on was this one, which is Daydream Sea Turtles, charted by Charting Creations, and the artwork is by Sheena Pike. And I'll put a picture up of what it looked like before. And this is where I'm up to now. So I am stitching this over 2 pages rather than the one. That's why it's so huge. But I did stitch on this for 2 days and I got 1,000 stitches into it. Light seems to be going a little bit funky. But yeah, that's what it looks like now. And this is being stitched on 16 count Ada, also 2 over 1 full cross. But yeah, this is the big turtle in the middle. This one here, this turtle here, working in this section on it. So yeah, that is where that one is up to. Oh. All right, the fourth one that I worked on was this one, Moonrise Salt, large version. It is charted by Artisy and the artwork is by Abraham Hunter. Yes, Abraham Hunter. And so that is what it will look like when it is completed. And I'll put a picture in of where it was before, but if you can recall, if you watched my last video, last update that involved this one, I had finished 2 pages. And I did ask everyone where they thought I should go, whether I should keep going with the wolves or if I should move upwards and get some of this background done. And the consensus was to move upwards, get some of the background done, and then I can come back down and reward myself with doing some more of the wolves. So that's what I thought I'd do. That way I'm not stuck with just all this background at the end. So I will put a picture of where it was, and then this is where I'm now up to. So I've just moved straight up from those wolves. As you can see, that's the top of his ears there. So I've just moved straight up from there. I stitched on this for 2 days and I got 1,100 stitches into it. And this is also being stitched on 16 count Ada, 2 over 1 full cross. And all of these projects I use CXC floss for them. I don't mind the CXC. They do have a better coverage, I find, and they are colour fast. I have stitched with them for about 5 or 6 years now, so I've done a few projects with them and just thrown them in the washing machine, and I've never had an issue with them running. So that is where that one is up to. just wrangling all this excess fabric that's on this one, because all of these projects are huge. Alright. So then I moved on and stitched on this one. It doesn't actually have a name, but I just call it Tribal Woof. And this is charted by a store on Etsy called 2x2 Stitch Art. They have a heap of little smaller monochromatic stitches that are quite easy to do. So that is what it'll look like when it is finished. I'll put a picture of where it was up to, where it was last time. And this is where it's up to now. As you can see, I have moved the nudge and I've just started completing all this border. I'll get the border done up around here and then get all this done up around here and get the top of the wolf done. So that is that, and it is being stitched on a 14 count hand-dyed Ada that I got in a bulk lot from Paddock Lane Designs in one of her dye spot sales. It does have a few little dye spots on it, but I don't mind because they just add to the character of the piece, as far as I'm concerned. And I am using DMC Etoile 823 to stitch this. I don't know if you'll see the sparkle. No. There is a little bit of a sparkle there. So I think I will make that into a cushion cover once I am finished it. Alright, the next one that I worked on was this one, the Swans, which is number 2 in the Year in the Woods series. I'm sure everyone has seen them by now. Anyone who's anyone and everyone is currently doing them or in the process of doing them. So I'll put a picture up of where it was before. And this is where I'm up to now. As you can see, I've got the outline of the swans done, and I am just filling in their feathers. I don't have much more to do on this one. I've just got to fill in their feathers, and I think there's a couple of little bits of like pondy water type of stuff down here. But yeah, that's where I'm up to. I worked on this for 2 days, and I got 1,520 stitches into it. This is being stitched on 18 count hand dyed Ada that I dyed myself. I just used cocoa brown, I think it was, and just put a little splash of tangerine orange into it, I think. But I am doing them all on the one. The fox is folded up in there, but I am doing the whole 12 on the one bit of fabric. And this is using all the called fors. Rather than the DMC, I am using the CXC, but I am using all the called for specialty threads, or over dyed, so the Weeks Dye Works and the Gentle Arts and stuff like that. So that is that one. And the last one that I worked on is this one. Yes, I am still going with it. I haven't got it finished yet. I will get it finished this year, I promise, guys. So this is Bengal Tigers 2. It is by Just Stitching, and they are a company or a designer on eBay. This is a pattern that I was gifted by the mother-in-law several years ago now. I'm not 100% sure where the artwork comes from or if the artwork is even licensed, but she did gift them to me and I did have them kitted up, so I am going to stitch them. If I ever do come across the artwork or the artist of these pieces, I will buy a legal copy of the pattern or give the artist a donation or something, just because I do have these. So that is what it will look like when it is completed. And this is where I'm up to now, and I will obviously put in where it was before. So I'm nearly finished this page. As I've filled all this in under the tigers and all up here and a bit more of here. So it is coming along. I've just got this page finished and then one more page up the top, which is just all the background, which I'm hoping doesn't have too much confetti in it because it does have some grasses and stuff in it. So hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. But this is, I worked on this for 2 days and I got 1,000 stitches into it. And it's being stitched on 16 count Aida. So yeah, that is that one. Once I've finished this one, I will move on to another one that the mother-in-law gifted me. I've got, as I said, I do have several that she did gift me, so I will move on to one of those ones. The only problem I came across was when I went to load it into Pattern Keeper. They used to load fine. I just had to put in the floss numbers for it, which I didn't care about. But since the last couple of updates, they no longer load correctly at all. I've got to put the grids and that in, and that's just a pain in the backside. So I did download Markup XP and downloaded the next pattern that I want to work on into it, and it downloads fine. And uploaded into it fine, so I think I will have to use that application in future for these patterns that don't actually load into Pattern Keeper first, into Pattern Keeper correctly. Pattern Keeper will always be my first markup app, but it is good that there is another one out there that if they don't work in Pattern Keeper, you can try Markup RXP. Alright guys, so that is all of the progress that I've made this fortnight. I stitched for 13 days and I got 7,620 stitches into them projects overall. My February total was 15,660 stitches. It's a little bit under, about 3,000 stitches, 3,500 stitches under January, but we were 2 days. I mean, February is a short month, and I didn't stitch for about 4 days of February due to, you know, work and other things. So I think that's still a good stitch count. And my daily average for February was 559 stitches was my daily average count. So that's pretty good. If I stay on that track of, if I can keep my daily average over that 500, about 550, I will make my goal of 200,000 stitches for the year. So at the moment I'm on track, but I know what's coming up at work in the coming months in July and at the end of the year. So some months my stitch count may drop down. But yeah, that is all that's everything that I worked on this fortnight. So of course in the following fortnight and the next fortnight, starting from today, I will be stitching on these ones, which is Sanssouci, Adventure Awaits, my Happy Mood Point sale that I am doing that is being run by Nicole, North Island Stitcher, and I'm pretty sure the hashtag is hashtag Happy Mood Point sale. I think that's it. So if you want to join in, jump in with us and put your hashtag, and yeah, we'll get to see your progress. We've got the little advent calendar that I'm doing, Waterhole Masters, mini top frog, shaped Woof, and spirit guides. So those are the next ones that I'm working on for this fortnight. Hopefully I will get some stitching into all of them. I know Tuesday and Wednesday nights I have got to work a double, so there won't be any stitching on those nights. We've got some medical dinner on Tuesday night, and then we have International Women's Day dinner on the Wednesday night. So that's usually 100 or over 100 women to celebrate International Women's Day. But yeah, they're the ones that I'm working on in this fortnight starting from today. Alright, what next? I do have a little bit of haul. I got my February Silks for You colour of the month in. So that is the colours. So that's the February one. Let's go through them individually. We have PR113. Oh, sorry, you can see the pattern through that. So that's like a greeny sort of. Let me see if I can find something else. So that is, yeah, that's that one. Then we have PR155. So it is like, it's like a purple. It's a variegated purple. And then we have PR141. It's I don't know whether it's not magenta. It's not dark enough. And then we have a PR108. That's better. Which is a blue, grey, white variegated. So that is the February colour of the month from Silks for You. I have redone my subscription for the seasons pack, which I just paid the first seasons yesterday. So it will hopefully be here by my next update. And I also signed up for the 12 Days of Christmas one. So yeah. All right, and then I got my next Pain-Free Crafts Crystal Club kit in. So this is Marine Loop artwork called Winter Dreams. I've had this on my wish list for a while. I couldn't choose. I honestly could not choose from my wish list. Sarah at Pain-Free Crafts is just, she's just continuously bringing out some brilliant patterns, and they just keep getting added to my wish list. Some of them I buy straight up, like any of the Laurie Prindle charts, I buy them straight up. And then others get put on my wish list to be made into kits. So the Crystal Club is currently closed until, I don't know if Sarah's going to reopen it. I hope she is, but it is currently closed because she's trying to organise, like she's got her shop and everything like that. So, but you do pay it is £12, £13 a month, which works out to be about $24 in Australia a month. That just comes out and after 6 months, Sarah sends you a voucher and you can purchase a kit with that voucher. And I always, so the kits come, of course, with the cover page. They come with an organza bag that you can put all of your stuff in. That has all of my extra flosses. So Sarah uses all DMC. So that is all of my extra floss. It comes with now you've got all extras that you can add on. I generally don't anymore add on needle minders or anything, but Sarah generally sends a little complimentary needle minder and a chocolate, which didn't last long because when I opened it, it was, the package arrived on it wasn't last Thursday, Wednesday? I think it was last Wednesday, and last Wednesday was a 37-degree day, and when I opened it, the chocolate wasn't melted, it was just very squishy, so it didn't last long. It went straight in my mouth. It comes with one John James needle, so that is, and you get your fabric. I always get 18 count, but you can get your, don't think she's got 20 count anymore, but I think you get 25, 28, all that. And it comes, whoops, with your flosses already on, cut into your lengths on floss cards, and they already have the symbol and your DMC number on there. So that is all the floss for this project, and as I said, if there's extras, that is included as well. It is very worth it. I don't tend to miss the $23 a month because it's just an automatic payment that's set up and it just comes straight out, and then at the end of, at the 6 months, I get to pick another kit. So yeah, that is all the haul that I've got for this fortnight. Alright, what I will give a couple of shout outs. So a couple of Flosstubers that I've been watching recently, other than my usuals. So a couple of Flosstubers that I have been watching recently is a Kiwi. There's a New Zealander. She is called Stitching Loz. She's only got 52 subscribers at the moment. She does have some really nice little projects happening. Her bird, Avocado, or Avo, is absolutely adorable. She sits on her shoulder and gets onto the camera and knocks the camera. But it's so cute. That bird is just, I love it. But yeah, so Stitching Loz, I will link these down below as well. So please head on over and check her out, give her a bit of love, subscribe, do all those things. The next one is, she's only a new one that we have finally convinced to, and she finally gave in to doing her own YouTube channel. She did start out as Kim Allen, but I think she is now Kim_X Stitches. I will check that out, but I will link her down below. She is only a new subscriber. She's got some great full coverage pieces. Yeah, she is out of one of our chat groups that a few of us are in, and we've been pushing at her to do a Flosstube, so she's eventually got around and done it. So yeah, go and check Kim out. And the other one is, give me 2 seconds till I find her. The other one is Stitching Addicted. She's also a New Zealander, I'm pretty sure. She's got some good pieces, good projects happening. Yeah, she's great to watch as well. It's just her. It's just, yeah. So there's no airs or graces. It's just her, and she's just brilliant to watch. So yeah, go and check those 3 out and give them some love. Subscribe and like if you do want to keep watching them. And yeah, that would be much appreciated, guys. All right, I think that is it. I have nothing else to show you or tell you. There's no major life update or anything like that. I've managed to get to nearly 33 minutes. Don't know how, but I have. So yeah, that's everything I've got to say. So once again, thank you for coming over. Thank you for sticking around and watching what I have to show. Yeah, it is very much appreciated. I do try to reply to all the comments, or when I can get around, or when I can. So yeah. All right, guys, I will leave it as that. My next update will be on the 20th of March, and that is the day before my 1-year anniversary on Flosstube. So I may or may not do a giveaway for my Flossiversary. I will see what I can come up with. But yeah, so a 1 year on Flosstube. But yeah, so that will be on the 20th. It will be my next video, hopefully. All right, guys, I will leave it as that. Wherever you are in the world, please take care and stay safe. And I will see you all next time. Bye.